करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. Lots of stuff happening at the battlefield. A completely new dimension to living life has been introduced, that you do your karma and then you just be free of the action of the karma. This introduction is a revolutionary introduction. Like, I don't think anyone will realize this, that that many people actually bind you to the action. Many people bind you and attach you to their whole entire so if there's no attachment, they feel you don't love them. If there's no, you want to be attached, you want to make sure that other people are attached to you, and that is your definition of love. They have to be dependent on you, then only you feel they love you. Otherwise they don't love you. But this is completely the opposite of what Sri Krishna is saying here. He is in fact saying that don't be attached to this body. Just keep doing your karma. It's in this format he is saying. He's almost saying, like, how a flower blooms in the forest. No one is around the flower. No one. In the forest there's nobody. But still it gives its fragrance and it just fizzles out. So here, if you are living life in this, that even if nobody is there in your life around you, you just live life like that flower in the forest who is... So he says that whatever you have got from this world, it is the water inside this body, the calcium inside this body, the earth element, the water element, the air element, everything will go back to the world. That is why this body doesn't belong to you. On the other side, he says that what did you get? What else did you get from this world? You got recognition, you got, you got respect, you got pride, you got people seeing that you are wealthy. All this also has been given to you by the world. That also you have to return to the world. So it is almost like the flower blossoming in a forest, spreading its fragrance. There is nobody to take its fragrance, but it just does its job and then just fizzles away. He says that's how we live our life, by being this kind of 100% in our approach to life. So here today he gives the example. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim asthita janakadayah lokasangrahamevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. So here he is saying that the great Janaka and so many more sages like him, like not sages, the kings, many more people. Janaka Dayaha would be Janak and many more who have lived on this planet. They got Samsiddhim. They merged with this consciousness by doing Karmanaiva hi Samsiddhim. They did this Karam lo, they did this Karm Yog, and then they became completely, they achieved enlightenment. So then he says, Loka sangraha mevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. Even in this Loka sangraha mevapi, in this Loka sangraham, like Loka sangraham would mean that for the betterment of people, for the welfare of all these people, that you are going. So in this also, you should do this Karma Yoga. So it says that it is through action without attachment alone that Janaka and other wise men reached perfection. I don't see here the word attachment anywhere, but so I think it is a continuation of the earlier shloka. That is why they put this word. Otherwise, there's no word attachment. Having in view the maintenance of the world order too, you should take action. So he says that you perform your action for protection of the masses. Loka Sangrama may could also mean protection of the masses. So protection of the masses, you can perform your action in this way. Here he has given the example of the great Janaka who asked, the question for invoking the Ashtavakra Gita. So you know that story, right? So that he actually discussed or actually asked or tickled or kind of initiated the Ashtavakra Gita by asking the whole entire assembly of sages that what I am seeing right now, is it a dream? Or when I close my eyes and I go inside and when I'm sleeping, I see that, is that a dream? Is this a dream? Or is this a reality? Or is that a reality? What is the truth? So then nobody in this whole entire assembly, because Raja Janak was a karma yogi, he was performing his actions completely in karma yoga. So he also was in highly, you can say, pratishthit, or you can use the word as shresht. You can say shresht. He was in his own achievement of, uh, his inner ability. And then when he was asked this, then Ashtavakra came to his, the whole town came to know that there is this question that Raja Janak has asked. Then Ashtavakra comes and he asks Ashtavakra that what I am seeing right now, is this real? Or what I see in the dream, is that real? What is a dream? What is real? Can you tell me this? And then Ashtavakra started the Ashtavakra Gita, which is called, and what we are doing, it's a complete different, question. But it is not started with sorrow. It is not started with Vishad Yoga. It has started completely in the state of happiness, in a state of, comfort. It is almost being given in a 5-star hotel. With Raja Janak's palace, it was given. It is not given in the middle of a war. Here, the Karma Yoga is different from there. He was already living that, and he was already very high in his spiritual gains. Yadyadacharati shreshtas tattadevetaro janah sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanuvartate. And here he is saying that for whatever a great man does, that very thing. Now this, this pramanam is, here he is basically saying that there is a copy paste of this whole creation of the humankind. Whatever a great man does, this shreshtas, this great people, whatever they do, it is only copied by the other beings. So that is why you should live your life as a footprint for others. Don't think about the 2 years, 3 years, 4 years of your life. Think about how can you put a footprint on your in this lifetime that 500,000 years people can copy. People can copy and talk about you and say that this is what my grandmother used to do. This is what my mother used to do. This is what my great grandfather used to do. This is what my, so these great people, what they do, the Shreshtas, all these great people, what they do, they set standards for, that's why there is no small time gain. You cannot just go to small time gain. You have, whatever you do, it has to be looked from a long perspective of 500 years or 1000 years, the footprint that you want to do. So don't kind of do small time gain and cheat people, one person here, one person there, one person there. In this Bhagavad Gita, if you can see life from that bigger perspective today, I tell you, this will be a big change in our lives. So he says that very thing other men also do. Whatever standard he sets up, the generality of men follow the same. All men will follow. So if they say Ram Rajya, they say because Sri Ram was that Charitra Mahapurush. He would never cheat. He would be like so righteous and he would walk the path of righteousness all the time. On the other side, if you see Ravan or you see any, so it always comes from the top. In your house also, it will be the same. If you are, chalta hai attitude, it will always be everybody chalta hai. If you are a person who sets standard and lives life as an example, then you will see that it will be always in your house, that kind of standard will be set. So here Raja Janak had set that standard not for himself, but for many, many, many other kings, full of valor, but very wise, having the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. So here, this is what he is the shloka today. These two shlokas is what we do today. People only copy, paste the elders, let me tell you that. So you will have to also set a great standard here in life, like that.
Shankar Chakradaram Devam Krishnam Vande